Hi, welcome to Genesis Engineers Academy. In this video, I am going to teach you eigenvectors and eigenvalues, and also to find out inverse matrix and highest powers of a matrix like a to the power of 4, a to the power of 5, like that. Okay, let us go into the details. First, eigenvalues are what are the eigenvalues and the vectors. So let A n by n be a square matrix and lambda is a scalar. Then A minus lambda I, that is unit vector, is called characteristic matrix. And if you find out that is a determinant of that characteristic matrix, we call that as a characteristic equation. You understand? So there is a matrix A and matrix I, that is that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 1, like that, or 0 1 0 of that one. So I matrix is there, all diagonal elements are 0. 0 1 0, all that, like that one. So diagonal elements must be 1. Next one, the roots of the characteristic equation obtained from that determinant are called eigenvalues, are also called as characteristic roots, are also called as latent roots. So then after finding that, you have to equate like that, Ax is equal to lambda x, then A minus lambda I into x, that is equal to 0. Then it is the x is a vector of that matrix. So eigenvector R is that. Okay, we will solve some problems based on this. First, let us find out what are the eigenvalues of the matrix A. So this is the matrix given. Its order is this. So 3 by 3, and you also have to have a I matrix that is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is I, and you have to multiply with scalar, that is lambda, then it becomes 0 lambda 0 0 0 lambda. So we are concentrating on diagonal thing. Okay, so then A minus lambda I is the matrix of this one. So to find out that is you have to find out that is determinant of this. The combination of A minus lambda I comes about, and this is this. So this is called characteristic equation. So this is called characteristic matrix, and lambda is called scalar. Okay. So by observing this one, you can write like this one, that is lambda whole cube minus 0 is equal to 0. So that comes out to 0, then lambda will be 1 1 1. So all roots are same. So this 1 1 are called eigenvalues. Okay, so using this, we have to find out what is that eigenvectors. So in this case, we will solve both eigenvalues and as well as eigenvectors. So I am taking a square matrix of size 2 by 2, and this is that is a characteristic matrix, that is A minus lambda I. And if you find that determinant and equate it to 0, you will have this is the equation for that one, and these are the eigenvalues. So the eigenvalues are 2 and 4. Okay, right? As eigenvectors. So this is Ax is equal to lambda x. If constant is there in that equation, you can put I also, there is nothing will happen to that. Okay. So this is a way of writing. This is a characteristic matrix, and this X will have a column matrix, and these are the values of that vector. So this is, we call it as eigenvector. So eigenvectors will be based on this lambda. If we substitute 2 for lambda, we get that characteristic, that is eigenvectors equation. Okay, that is. So now x1 you can multiply x1 and that is, so 2x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 0, right? So x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. So that we got that one. x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Then x1 is equal to minus x2. If you give value, that is minimum value minus, that is 1 value, and you can have that eigenvector as, so this is the eigenvector, that is x1. So this will have 2 eigenvectors because the roots are, that is eigenvalues are 2, you can at least have 2 vectors. So this is the vector. Okay. What is the eigenvector? Eigenvalues are 2, 4, and the first eigenvector is x1 is 1 by 1 minus 1. And if you do same thing, and we get that is, I have used this one, I think it may be something, I think it is 4 or 6, I have assumed as 6. So what is that? So this is going to be minus 2, 2, 2, minus 2. In this case it is x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Then x1 is equal to x2. Then the eigenvector is 1 by 1. If x1 is not there, if x1 is not given, I have given as 1 in this case. If x1 not is there, you can put that is x2 is equal to c. You can put x2 is equal to c even in this case. If x2 is equal to c, x1 is equal to minus 1. You got my point. x2 is equal to c, that is equal to minus 1. Or you can put anything. You understand? So if I put x2 is equal to c or some k, x1 is equal to minus k. So if you substitute this one, x1 becomes k. I can take the multiple. So x1 is equal to minus 1 and this. So the k may be something minus 1. Okay. So if you try. So this is the general eigenvector, and this is a particular eigenvector of that constant k is equal to minus 1. In this case also, if I put c is equal to, that is x2 is equal to c, and x1 is also equal to c, then x2 becomes c into that is 1, 1. So these x1, capital X1 and capital X2 are eigenvectors. Okay, so that you have to verify in the multiple choices whether multiple is given or not. If multiple is given, if not there, you can assume any value of that based on that multiple choices. So these are the properties of eigen or values. So the sum of the diagonal elements, that is called trace, is equal to sum of the eigenvalues. That is trace is equal to, so since it is 3 by 3, you are going to have a cubic equation and the roots will be 3. So trace is equal to lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3. So that is sum of the diagonal elements. Okay, so in this case diagonal elements are 1, 1, 1. So the sum is 3. So the sum of the diagonal eigenvalues also must be comes about to 3. So the determinant of a matrix is equal to product of eigenvalues. So from this equation, det of matrix A is equal to lambda 1, lambda 2 into lambda 3. So the product of eigenvalues will give us determinant of that matrix. So you have to search for that is a shortcut. This may be used as a shortcut, that is to reduce the time of getting that solution. So in this also you can directly solve or form the equation instead of finding the that is called determinant of characteristic matrix and then getting characteristic equation. You can also directly use this one like quadratic equation and the cubic equation. For a 2 by 2 matrix, the characteristic equation is lambda square, okay, lambda and trace, that is the sum of the diagonal elements of that matrix. And if you know that determinant, okay. So what is that? If 2, 1, 0, 1. So what are the diagonal elements for this one? 2, 1. So this is a trace. So the equation will be, what is the determinant of this one? So determinant is equal to 2 minus 0, it is 2. So the sum of the elements is 3. So the equation, characteristic equation is 3 lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. The roots of this equation may be 2 and 1. So these are that. Okay. So in this case, the diagonal elements and eigenvalues are same. So that is the thing we are telling. Sum and sum. So lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 2, 3 are the eigenvalues, but their diagonal elements also equal to them. So that is why we are getting like that. So diagonal elements and eigenvalues are same. If it is 3 by 3 matrix, so generally we have a cubic equation. So in this lambda cube, because it is 3 by 3, so equation must be cubic, and minus lambda square and trace plus lambda sum of the cofactors of the diagonal elements. Cofactors of the diagonal elements. So this is for third, that is 3 by 3 matrix, minus determinant A, lambda cube minus lambda square into sum of the diagonal elements, that we call it as a trace, plus lambda, that is into sum of the cofactors of the diagonal elements. You have to find out the cofactors and you have to add up that cofactors to get this coefficient of lambda. So lambda cube minus lambda square, trace sum of the cofactors of diagonal elements, minus a determinant A. If you change these minus and plus, that the problem will go wrong and the solution may be wrong. So plus minus, that also notation you have to remember. So I will solve one problem based on this one. So this is 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 2 1. This is the 3 by 3 matrix. The determinant is 1 into 1 minus 4 minus 2, 2 minus 4, 2 into 4 minus 2. That comes about to as 5. So determinant is 5. Okay. Now the cofactor is, I have to find out these cofactors. These are the diagonal elements. So these are diagonal elements. These diagonal elements, we have to find out diagonal elements, cofactors. So for one, you can remove this one. So this is our determinant, not the total determinant. It is not determinant A. It is particular. So this you can also find out like this one. So this I plus j. So this is A11, this is A22, this is A33. In this case, I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, j is equal to 2, I is equal to 3, and j is also equal to 3. And this comes about to 3 plus 3, 6, 2 plus 2, 4, 1 plus 1, 2. That means this part becomes positive, right? Because it is even. And of this one is 1 into 1, 1 minus 4. That's comes about to minus 3. Okay, so that is the formula to find out. But caution is don't take the total determinant. You have to find out that particular, that is a cofactor. Okay, next one is you don't multiply these numbers for cofactors. For determinant only, we will multiply that element, right? So if you follow the same thing for second one, so same thing, 1 into 1, 1 minus 4, same. So the cofactors will be minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. For cofactors of 1 are A11, 1, A22 or A33. And the trace is 1 plus 1 plus 1, it is 3. So now you can form the equation. For the 3 by 3 matrix, the characteristic equation is, so for 3 by 3 matrix, just now we have discussed, that is lambda cube, lambda square. So you have to substitute these values. Since the trace is 3 and the sum of the cofactors of diagonal elements are minus 9 and the determinant already found, that is 5. So I have substituted and the characteristic equation is this. So from this you can find out by solving this. Okay, so you can get the values of that one. I am not going into the details of that. I am just forming the that is called a characteristic equation. Okay, so there is very important and very useful theorem, that is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So using this theorem, you can find out A inverse of any size of matrix very easily, and also the powers of that one. If A is given, you can find out A to the power of 5, A to the power of 6, something like anything. So anything can be calculated using general algebra. You got my point? So that is about Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So this theorem states that every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. So the matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. Suppose lambda square 2 lambda. Okay, so plus 1 is there, suppose. So this is the characteristic equation. So what he is telling, you can replace the matrix, that is A square minus 2A plus 1 can be taken as I. The constant is replaced by I. If it is 2, it is 2I. If it is 3, it is 3I. So this is called any, that is, this theorem says every square, it must be square. Every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. That means you can replace that is lambda scalar of that characteristic equation by A. That is the matrix. So using this simple notation, you can find out any order of that is matrix using a single order. Okay, so that is to find the higher order of a matrix, of a single order matrix, and it is also used to find the inverse of a matrix. If it is 2 by 2, you did not have that much facility in this case. If it is 3 by 3 or some other higher mathematics, that is a matrix, you can find out the inverse very easily. So to find A inverse, I have taken 2 by 2 matrix. So in this, if you wanted to follow, that is, you can exchange these diagonal elements from A2 to A11, A11 to A22, and simply change this. You will get the that is called adjoint matrix. You understand? From this, you can find out the determinant, and you will find out the A inverse easily. But using this, how do we calculate? So this is a minus lambda I is the characteristic equation. It's the determinant. And this comes about to lambda square minus 8 lambda plus this. So that is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. According to this theorem, so the equation changes to a square minus 8 lambda plus 12i. So I have to put that is identity matrix before this. Okay. So by doing this one, you can directly calculate. You need not multiply. Multiply takes, if it is a third 3 by 3, it at least consumes 10 to or otherwise 5 to 10 minutes. But you can get this value very easily. So what you have to do? Then you have to multiply with 8. That is 32, 16, 16 and 32. Okay, this is 8i. So what is 12i? 12, 0, 0, 12. Okay, you have to multiply. That is subtract from this and this. 32 minus 12, that is 20. 16 minus 0, 16. So this is again 16 and this is again 20. So this is a square. See how simple it is. So try to learn this also. You can also use, there is no restriction, but particularly in competitive examinations like SSC or otherwise ESET to KET, all these things, this is going to be very useful. Okay, so if I wanted to find out the inverse of that one, so I have to multiply with the A inverse of that equation. So I have simply multiplied the total, that is the both sides by A inverse. I have directly multiplied, and this A inverse is equal to I. So that you have to keep in mind. A inverse I or A inverse, whatever it is. Okay, so this is we know, and so this A inverse is equal to, from this A square I will take one A and A inverse, that comes about 8 AI, and A inverse is 8i, and it is I have already have I and there is a inverse, and it is like that. So A inverse is equal to, that is A minus lambda by 12. That is the A inverse directly. So this method of finding the A inverse will be very, very useful for higher matrix than 2. So if it is 2 by 2, then you need not do all these things. Okay. For higher powers, if it is a to the power of 4 or a to the power of something, you have to simply square it off on both sides, and you reduce that equation into simple terms to find a to the power of 4. I will. So this is the characteristic equation, that is according to that is Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and a square is this. I have to square up on both sides. So this comes about a to the power of 4, and this comes about like this. So you can simply, what is that? A square is already known to you, and you have to reduce these terms into single. So you substitute here for A square. Okay. So that may be the equation. You can simplify using your given matrix. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Please share among your friends, and also press the like button